Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a great day. Well, I'm having so much fun with this Dollar Tree challenge given to me by my sister. Y'all stay tuned. So, today's project is super cute, and I'm using some of the items that my sister gave me as part of a challenge that she issued for me to craft using Dollar Tree items. Well, guess what? I did. And here is today's project. It is this adorable 8x8x2 bag made using some beautiful Prima paper and then using some of the items that she gifted to me from the Dollar Tree. And guys, I think I met the challenge on this one. It is absolutely stunning. I love this bag and I love how everything about it turned out. So let's make it. All right guys, so to make our cute little bag, we're going to start with a piece of 12x12 paper. And the paper that I'm using is called Autumn Moon by Garcia. It's a Prima paper and it is so gorgeous. So I am going to score this at 2 on all 4 sides. And we'll need 2 sheets of this, and I am going to fold and burnish my scores on both. And then I'm going to come back, and on one of them, I need to remove the 2 corner pieces completely. So on this one, I am going to remove this corner piece and this corner piece. I will take them off of this completely. So I'm just going to cut them out, and I won't need them. Okay, and then here at the top, I have a piece of chipboard that measures 1.5 by 8, and I'm simply going to place this down, and this is going to act as a stabilizer for me. And I'm going to trim off just a little bit because it might be a little too long. So I'm just going to trim off some. And basically what I'm doing is putting this down so that when the bag is carried, the top won't be flimsy. So then I can take this and fold it down just like this. And I'm folding it in like this because I want a complete look. I really wasn't too keen on this being my outside. So now I'll come back with my glue, and I'm going to place glue on this and just close this whole piece completely. And make sure that you're pretty generous with your glue because you don't want any of this coming up. And let's just get that stuck down just like this. And we can fold our bag just like this, and we're going to have that nice little topper on it. So I'm going to bring in my second piece, and here's how this one is going to work. So before we completely remove these corner pieces, we are not going to do that. Instead of removing the corner pieces, we are going to cut out from the side on both of them to create our tabs. So I will show you exactly what I mean. So I'm going to bring in my finger blade, find my score mark, and then I'm going to come in and just angle like that, and that'll give me a tab. And then I'll come in on this side and do the same thing, except I'm going to flip it because I'm having a little hard time seeing my score mark. So then I'll come in, cut this just like that. And now we'll do the same thing at the top. I have another piece that measures 8 by 1.5. I'm going to trim off just a little bit. So now it's probably 7 7/8 by 1.5. And I am just going to position that inside of my score marks. And then I'll come back with my glue. Get this nicely glued. And try not to get glue all over the table. And then I'll come back and just bring this and fold it over and do exactly what I did to the other one. So now what I want to do is I am going to come in with this piece and just lay it down here. But before I do, I am going to bring in my scissors and just remove a little bit from this side so that it'll go down just a lot easier. I'm not taking off a whole lot, just a little. And then I'll place glue on this. And I'll bring this in just like this. And at this point, I'm going to flip it over because basically what I'm doing is I am matching up bottom to bottom, tab to tab. Just like this. So then I'll come back and just work my glue in. And I am ready to put my box together, but before I do, I have a stabilizer piece for the bottom. And this piece measures 2 by 7 7/8. And I'm simply going to take this and place it down. And this will give me the ability to place something in this bag that has weight. And then one thing that I forgot to do, guys, was to cover this. I really don't like for the inside to be raw when I have a piece of chipboard down. So I'm just placing some glue on a piece that measures 2 by 7 7/8. And then I'm just going to put this down. And that'll give me that nice finished look. So I'll just smooth that down with my bone folder. And now we can put this gorgeous bag together. And before we put the bag together, I want to go ahead and place my handles. And what I've decided I want to do is I want to use rope for my handles. And I want the rope on the outside. So what I've done is I have added some twine to this rope. And I'm fraying the ends because I just want to go with a very more rustic look, not necessarily structured. So I'm going to take my glue gun and just run a bead of glue, and then I'm going to bring this and just place it in the glue until it dries. And then I'll do the same thing on this side. So let me find my placement. It needs to come over some. So my placement's going to be about right here. And I'm going to take my glue gun and just run my bead of glue all the way up. And then I'll take this piece and just try to match it up with the other side. And I really do like the way that this looks. I think it is just so stinking cute. Hopefully you guys like that as well. So let me show you guys how I actually did the rope. So I have this rope that I got from Hobby Lobby, and they sell it in the ribbon section. And when the ribbons are on sale, you can get this rope half price. So all I did was I'm going to just match it up right there, place just a little bit of glue, and I have this orange twine, and I'm just going to place that down, and then I'll wrap this around, and I'm only wrapping it around 4 times. And then I'll come to the back side again, place a little drop of glue and get this closed off. Just like that. So I'll hold it until it's dry, and then I'll come back with my scissors and just cut that off. And it's that simple. So then I'll take my ends and undo them. And you could even fray these even more. So now what I want to do is I want to come in and match this up with this side. And I'm going to do this before I actually put the bag together because it'll be easier. So I am going to take my hot glue gun, run some glue right there. Then I'll take this piece and lay it down in the glue. Let that get nice and stuck. And then I'm going to bring this piece over, match it up. And I'm going to lift this up just to make sure that my handles are going to be the right length, and they are. So I'm going to bring this over and just slide that out of the way while I put my glue down. And just like that, we have got our bag handled. And I love that rustic feel of that. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the bag together. And this is our back side because we've got the raw edge down here at the bottom. So we're going to take the back side, and I'm going to take my glue on this tab, and then I'll bring my back side piece up and get it stuck to this tab. And then I'll try to match up the bottoms. And then I'll just lay it on its side so I can come in with my bone folder and just work that glue down. And I'm sorry if you guys can't see. So then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So I am going to place my glue right on the outer part of this tab, and I'll bring this over and get this stuck down just like this, and then I'll sit it on its side, come in with my bone folder, and just get that glue worked in. And now we get to close this. So the closing part will be pretty easy because now all we need to do is place glue all over this. And I'm going to take it, and I want to make sure that my tops are matching. I can fix the bottom if it's not matching, but I love to have my tops matching because that gives us that nice, neat finish. So then I'm going to go on the inside and just smooth down that glue, getting everything nice and stuck. And then I'll come on this side and do the same thing. And because I'm using a very high quality paper, it's very thick, so I don't really need to add chipboard to this unless I wanted to just firm up the front and the back. But if you are using a thinner paper, you might want to reinforce it a little bit. And then I'll do the same thing here. I'm just matching up my tops, making sure that it matches across there. Then I'm going to come back and go inside with my bone folder and get this nice and stuck. And isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a wonderful bag to have? Just precious. Isn't it adorable? But I want to decorate it just a little bit more because I think we can bring in some more cuteness. So I think what I want to do is I am going to bring in some of the items that my sister gifted to me, and I am going to continue with the Dollar Tree Challenge and using some of these items in my crafting. So all I'm going to do is I am going to add some glue here, and then I'm going to stick glue all over the back of this little scarecrow because I don't want him coming up under any circumstances. So I am going to take that and just place him right there. And I'm going to hold him until my glue sets up. And already I think that he has changed the look of this bag. It is now, it went from cute to super cute in no time flat. And isn't that just special? And I think I can go with this bow. But what I'm going to do is, I don't want it hanging over the ends, so I am going to come back and just trim it off to be what I need it to be. And I'll do the same thing over here. Love it. I love it. So I am going to take my glue, put some glue on the back, put some glue on the actual bows themselves, and then I'm going to place this down because I love this. Don't think it's too big. I think that it's a statement maker, and this is a gorgeous bag, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. I wish you could see it in person, because what I'm showing you on camera does not do this bag justice. This is gorgeous. And again, Dollar Tree challenge accepted. And I believe that I have fully met the Dollar Tree challenge on this one, because not only do we have a gorgeous little bag to carry or to give a hostess gift in, or whatever we want to use it for, we have got a beautifully decorated bag using 2 sheets of paper, a little bit of rope, and 2 items from the Dollar Tree. This bag, when finished, measures 8 by 8 by 2. So I hope that you guys have liked this project, and if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online crafting family. You guys have a great day. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.